We've explained how the 4-2-1-3 works with the pressing, but now let's understand how the mid block works. So as we see in this example right here, a lot of times we're seeing this situation when we come out the counter, they will be left with a 6 versus 6, 4, whatever how many numbers you've got in attack. And they will have a mid block of a 6, but also the front 4 now basically become irrelevant. There's something to kind of consider when we're playing against this. Well, actually, we can play in between these lines. We see how naturally our players are setting up. But the important part of this, if we're going to play between these midfield lines, we need to make sure that we've got something going in behind. So when we do receive the ball, it may be into the striker or into these half spaces in between the midfield line and the defense line, we have something to play for in behind, and we can push the opponent back, giving him no time to pull his CDMs back and making us slow down. Because if we slow down, that's how 4-2-1-3 can become a very strong formation defensively. But you'll see in this example, let's break down this one real quick and how I was able to kind of attack. So same thing, move the ball out to Nico Williams. Once I find the pass inside, I'm going to trigger him. So when I get the ball with Peanut, I have a potential option to either play something in maybe up here and then through here, or maybe go back and then also play between this lane. So many different plays I can potentially do for Nico Williams if I want to. But it's also going to start pushing the defensive line off because they've got to track the run. But you'll even see once I receive the ball here with Peanut, I'm actually going to trigger Salah. So now I have an option as well to play for the through ball to Salah through this space. Once we let this kind of develop, I have two options here with Peanut. I either play the through ball in behind with Salah, which I probably could have done because how aggressive he stepped on this. I thought he was going to press towards me and cover that lane, so I originally passed back to De Jong, then play for this pass over. And as you'll see here, the bounce backs can work great against 4-2-1-3, especially once we break that line, because as you see in these situations, he's in a situation where he's got, okay, I've got a back 6 and a front 4. No midfield line, no press, and I can now use this space to either play for the passes what I've triggered with like the Salah running in behind. I'll use the L1 triangle for example here, but also I could just maybe even drive into space and push the opponent back and make him feel uncomfortable. But we're seeing this example, I use the L1 triangle to go over the top. Once I get through with Salah, I'm just going to use that finesse plus playstyle to make my chances a lot easier for me. That is how we can look and manipulate the mid block of the opponent.